Hi guys! Pretty much since yesterday I've been trying to do this and just it hasn't come out very well because I've had Kaven in here and he has decided that he does not like YouTube anymore. So I'm going to try and do a kind of just like a brief update about my weight loss or lack of weight loss since I had Kaven. So I want to go in just a little bit about like what my weight was like before I had Kaven and kind of like how I handled it and everything. Basically, when I was in elementary school, I developed faster than everybody else. I was a C cup in the 5th and 6th grade. I was a C cup, and I had really bad acne, as you know, at the same time. People made fun of it a lot, and people picked on me. And, you know, I was still getting picked on for my acne a little bit, and people drew a lot of attention to the fact that by the 8th grade I had D boobs, but you know, it wasn't that bad. People kind of started saying things about my weight, and that's when it kind of just was too much, because you know, it's one thing to talk about things that I can't help, but my weight I knew was something that I could. I was about 147 pounds, and then I moved to Massachusetts. Before high school started, I decided that I was gonna try to lose the weight, and I didn't exactly go about it the healthy way, just because I was going through some other stuff. So I just kind of stopped eating. I wouldn't call myself anorexic. I did kind of think some of the same thoughts that they say anorexic people have. It was honestly, it was both miserable and like energizing at the same time, because once the weight did start coming off, which was incredibly fast, obviously, I felt really good about myself. And so when I went school shopping, you know, I was all excited that I was buying smaller clothes, and by the time school actually started, those clothes were already baggy. Once I kind of got, like, I had friendships established and everything, I put the weight back on. Throughout the rest of the time until I got pregnant with Kaven, I was just kind of back and forth, you know. I would lose the weight and then gain the weight and lose the weight and gain the weight, depending on, you know, just what I was going through or how I felt, which, you know, not healthy, again, like I said. And anyone who thinks that they have to starve themselves to lose weight, it is really bad for you, really bad for your body. If you take it to certain extremes, your organs can start shutting down, your teeth disintegrate. It's another big reason why I have bad teeth. Your hair gets really just awful, and you have, like, because you're not getting any nutrition, your skin as well starts to show that you're not getting any nutrition, and it's just gradually everything slows down. When you do starve yourself, you are screwing up your metabolism so bad that when you do eat again, your body will just, it won't know what to do, because basically your body will start eating at food slower, because, you know, you're not eating, so what you do take in, your body's trying to make it last. All in all, it's not smart. It's way better if you just eat healthy. Being healthy is 10 times better. So you not only do you feel better, but your body is getting better instead of getting worse, and you're losing the weight as well. So anyone who feels like they have to starve themselves, don't do it. Don't go there. And if you have things that you need to talk about, your school, if you're in school, should have a counselor that they can have sit down and talk to you. And I know, you know, you don't want to talk to your guidance counselor, but a lot of times schools, especially in bigger cities, will have a legit counselor that can come to the school, and oftentimes does come to the school, and just kids who don't see the counselor don't know about it. That's what I did. My nurse had me start seeing the counselor that came to the school, and I benefited from it a lot. So yeah, anyone who's in school and going through it, just, you know, go talk to somebody. Talk to a teacher you trust, or a nurse, or anything like that. I definitely do not recommend starving yourself, whether you do have a serious eating disorder, which then you definitely need to go talk to somebody, or whether you just, you know, you're struggling with things and you're having just a lot of self issues. then, you know, there's better ways to deal with things. There's better ways of coping with things than taking things out on yourself, which I'm not going to get into all of that, but I just wanted to get that much out there. So yeah, back and forth with the weight the whole time I was in school until I had cave-in. And actually, in April of 2009, when me and my ex-boyfriend broke up, which anyone who's watched my first videos has heard me mention him, I didn't feel bad about myself, and so I don't know if I was doing something subconsciously, but I instantly, between April when we broke up and July when I got pregnant, went from about 145 pounds to 125 pounds. And I don't know why, because I wasn't starving myself for sure. Actually, I ate a whole crap load of stuff because it was just a fun summer. Plus I had moved in with my grandmother, so my parents weren't there, so I was always, doing something, always eating. But I dropped from 145 pounds to 125 pounds. And when I found out I was pregnant, a month later, and I had my surgery, I had already started gaining some weight from the pregnancy, and then after my surgery I was on my butt for like 2 or 3 weeks, so I instantly went from 125 pounds to about 142 pounds. And really, when I was 125 pounds, for my body type, according to like the BMI scale and everything, I was underweight. So I guess it's actually a good thing that my weight did go back up, since I was underweight before my surgery. All in all, and throughout my whole pregnancy, I gained weight, like 95% of it I gained in my belly. I was all belly, and most of what I gained aside from belly was fluids. So when I put on the real weight was like the last month, like everybody else, that's when you just swell up, and that's when my stretch marks on my legs appeared, because as you guys have seen, my stretch marks on my stomach were miserable, and incredible almost, because there's so many of them. My stomach is entirely covered in stretch marks, and my upper thighs have stretch marks, and it's kind of like somebody just, like my belly was a balloon and they popped it and it's just deflated and just there, because the weight that I gained doesn't bother me. I've lost most of that right now. I'm 139 pounds. When I delivered Kaven, I was 180 pounds. Most of what I lost was him and the fluids and everything else. I've tried to work out just to try and like tone my body back up, but nothing's really worked. So I kind of just gave up, and I've kind of just been trying to be healthier. And then, obviously now that he's walking and running and doing everything else, I'm constantly on the move. And plus, since it's summer, you lose weight in the summer, and then we've been swimming, and swimming is really good exercise, so I've lost some weight swimming, and kind of toned up my muscles a little bit. And so yeah, I'm 139 pounds now, which is, I'm content with that for now. I would like to be 135 pounds, which 4 pounds is not really a big deal, but it would be better for me. The weight on the scale is not really what bothers me. It's what my body looks like now, because I have a totally different body now than I did when I got pregnant, certainly. But it's still, like, my stomach is just, it's not a stomach anymore. It's just a big flab of skin. I've been trying to be healthier, and I think it'll be a lot easier once me and Kaven are out on our own, because, my mom cooks right now, because I don't really, I've never really had to cook before, so I've never really tried it. Plus, it's kind of, it would embarrass me if I was to cook something and it would be awful, so I'd rather, do it when I'm on my own. I think my mom, like, even though she gets tired of cooking, I think that, it's something she enjoys as like a stay-at-home mom, is cooking. So, plus, it's really nice to just be able to eat my mom's food, until I do move out, because then I will have it a lot less. I do want to get healthier. That was always a goal of mine, was to be healthy when I had, children, and to, start them in a healthy lifestyle so that they stick with one, because we grew up eating fast food because my parents worked full-time and everything. We're very big on fast food, which is really unhealthy, and we're having to get a little bit healthier anyways now that my dad is 3 points away from being diabetic. But yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good on, everything. I just either really need a tummy tuck, or my stomach really needs to just go back to normal, which I know it's not going to. When I'm a rich doctor, I'm gonna get a tummy tuck. I'm gonna show you guys my belly real quick, and then I'm gonna go, eat some supper because Kaven's in there right now helping my mom cook some supper. Also, before I show you guys my stomach, I'm wearing just like a tank top and shorts right now because it was really hot because I had to go to Walmart. And then with my mom cooking, it's just really, really hot, especially running after Kaven. So this is not really what I look like in clothes. But I took a couple pictures of what I look like in clothes right now. And then I'm gonna show some pictures of what I look like leading up to me getting pregnant, throughout my pregnancy, and then afterwards leading up till now. Not many, you know, like just a few to give you an idea. It's kind of even more disgusting right now than it would be if I was actually like dressed in like blue jeans and everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys anyways, and you guys can just deal with it because a lot of you actually asked to see it. So okay, so this is in my shorts and my tank top. You can see that I hang over quite a bit, plus these are shorts from before I got pregnant, so they're pretty small anyways. So that's, I don't know, it's kind of gross. You can see my muscles are still stretched out here, and then my tank top comes up, you can see my stretch marks over here, and then they come all the way around and they go all the way up. I don't know if the light's shining on them or not, but they go all the way up to about here, and then they go on the other side and all the way around. And so this is a little bit of fat, but mostly skin, and then this is pretty much all skin. Like you can see, it's not like there's no solidity to it like fat, it's just skin. And then I have one stretch mark right here, you guys can see, that literally runs all the way down because Kaven was just so big and I'm so little, or I was. And then my belly button does that weird thing now, especially if I tighten up my muscles. Because see, I have muscles, you guys, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. So yeah, it does that now. And then I let it go and it's just blah. So, but that's it. And then I have, okay, like this is my hip bone right here. And I have flab over my bone, which has I've never known that to happen before. You can see my stretch marks better right there now.